The clock was close to quitting time, my desk was almost clear. I thought perhaps I'd slip around the corner for a beer. But the phone rang and I answered, and a friendly voice said hi. It was the secretary of a legal firm nearby. She said, "Oh, please excuse me calling this late in the day, but we have a new petition in a case that's underway. Can you translate it tomorrow? Any time by 5 will do. 'Cause we wouldn't want to give the work to anyone but you. It's only 5,000 words for tomorrow at 5. I thought I'll do this easily, I'll scarcely need to strive." So I smiled and said, "No problem, I'll just add it to my bill, and you'll send a check on Friday." And she said, "You know we will." I started in at 8 a.m., I kept my lunch date short. By 5 the stuff was ready to be filed before the court. I sent it off by email, and I made a cup of tea. And the phone rang, and I answered, and a lawyer said to me, "I've just looked at your translation and I think it's very good, and I'd like you to translate an affidavit if you could. It's the size of that petition, well, perhaps a trifle more. And you know that I'd be grateful if you had it in by 4. It's only 6,000 words for tomorrow at 4. I thought I'll get up early, I have a longish day in store." So I shrugged and said, "No problem, I'll just add it to my bill, and you'll send a check on Friday." And he said, "You know we will." I hit the desk at 7 and I ate my lunch alone. I never touched my solitaire or gossiped on the phone. At 4 o'clock I sent it off and shook my weary head. And the phone rang, and I answered, and the junior partner said, "I really have to thank you for a job superbly done, and I know you'll be ecstatic, for we've got another one. I've just written my summation, and you know how glad I'll be if your excellent translation could be on my desk at 3. It's only 8,000 words for tomorrow at 3. I thought this won't be easy, but I'll have the evening free." So I sighed and said, "No problem, I'll just add it to my bill, and you'll send a check on Friday." And she said, "You know we will." I started at 5:30 and my lunch was just a snack. At 3 I typed the last few words and sent the email back. I flexed my aching fingers and I silently rejoiced. And the phone rang, and I answered, and the senior partner's voice said, "You really are a wonder, and your talents are unique. In fact, that's why we've kept you very busy all this week. Now I know this is short notice, but I must rely on you, for the judge needs my rebuttal to be on her desk at 2. It's only 10,000 words for tomorrow at 2. I thought, how can I tell him this is just too much to do? But I groaned and said, "No problem, I'll just add it to my bill, and you'll send the check on Friday." And he said, "You know we will." I staggered in at 4 a.m. I never ate a bite, but I got it done by 2, although it was a trifle tight. I was dizzy, I was queasy, and I thought I'd never budge. And the phone rang, and I answered, and by God it was the judge. She said, I know you're tired and I really hate to ask, but there's no one in the city who can do this one last task. I've just handed in my ruling, and she gave a modest cough. And at 1 p.m. tomorrow the courier takes off. It's only 12,000 words for tomorrow at 1. My mind shrieked, no, Your Honor, there are things that can't be done. But the words came out, no problem. I'll just add it to my bill. And it's been 4 months since Friday, and the buggers owe me still.